The Galactic Council's assessment chamber hummed with energy as Jasmine stepped onto the platform, her worn boots clicking against the crystalline floor. Above her, holographic displays flickered to life, projecting her biometric data to the assembled alien observers. The Vrex Examiner, a towering insectoid creature with compound eyes that reflected rainbow hues, who regarded her with what might have been curiosity or disdain. Human, female, Jasmine Chen, reporting for standard physical assessment, she said, her voice steady despite the weight of 1,000 alien gazes upon her. The Vrex's mandibles clicked in what the translation device interpreted as amusement. Your species has requested admission to the Galactic Trade Federation. This assessment will determine your classification tier. Prepare yourself. Kevin watched from the observation deck, his fingers gripping the railing until his knuckles turned white. He'd been through his own assessment 3 days ago, a brutal series of tests that had left him exhausted and humbled. The results had been disappointing. Humans, it seemed, were not impressive by galactic standards. Too weak, too slow, too fragile. The first test began. Pure strength. A hydraulic press descended, and Jasmine was instructed to prevent it from crushing a sensor plate. She planted her feet, braced her shoulders, and pushed. The machine whirred, increasing pressure steadily. Within 30 seconds, warning lights flashed. Jasmine grunted, veins standing out on her neck, but the plate touched the sensor. Strength score, 2.3 out of 100, the system announced. Classification minimal. A ripple of dismissive sounds echoed through the chamber. Kevin's jaw clenched. He'd scored 3.1. Humanity's fate seemed sealed. Next test. Speed, the Vrex declared. Jasmine ran. She sprinted across a track that morphed beneath her feet, creating obstacles and varying gravity fields. Her lungs burned, her legs pumped, but when she crossed the finish line, the score was equally damning. Speed score, 4.7 out of 100. Classification, below average. More alien murmurs. Some delegates were already preparing to leave. Final test. The Vrex announced a note of finality in its translated voice. Endurance trial. Duration, until failure. The platform beneath Jasmine shifted, becoming a treadmill. You will run at increasing speeds until you can no longer continue. Your cardiovascular system will be monitored. Most species complete this test in approximately 12 to 15 of your minutes. Jasmine nodded, rolling her shoulders. Understood. The belt started moving. Slowly at first, then faster. Jasmine found her rhythm, her breathing steady. 5 minutes past 10:15. The Vrex Examiner's antennae twitched with confusion. 20 minutes 25. This is unusual, the Vrex muttered, checking its instruments. At 30 minutes the speed increased again. Jasmine's shirt was soaked with sweat, her face flushed red, but her stride remained consistent. The alien observers who had been preparing to depart began returning to their seats. 40-5 minutes. An hour. Her core temperature is rising beyond safe parameters for her species, a medical officer reported. Should we stop the test? Another asked. No, Kevin said quietly from the observation deck, a smile beginning to form. She won't quit. That's the thing about humans, we don't quit. The Vrex increased the speed again. Certain this would end it, Jasmine stumbled, caught herself and kept running. Her breathing was ragged now, each inhale a visible effort, but she didn't stop. 2 hours. The treadmill's motors began overheating. This is impossible, the Vrex hissed. Her muscular efficiency is minimal. Her cardiovascular output is unremarkable. By all calculations, she should have collapsed an hour ago. 3 hours. The holographic displays began malfunctioning, unable to process the anomalous data. Jasmine's legs moved like pistons, mechanical in their relentless rhythm. Sweat poured from her in rivers, but her eyes remained focused on some distant point only she could see. What are we witnessing? A Cathari delegate demanded, its tentacles writhing in agitation. Kevin stepped forward to the observation window, pressing his palm against the glass. You're witnessing what makes humans dangerous, he said. You measured our strength wrong. You tested our muscles, our speed, our physical power, but you forgot to measure the one thing that defines us. And what is that? The Vrex demanded. We don't know when to quit. For hours, the system's scoring algorithm crashed. Jasmine was now running on what appeared to be pure willpower, her body far beyond the point where any rational creature would have surrendered. The chamber had fallen silent, every alien observer transfixed by the impossible sight before them. In our evolutionary history, Kevin continued, his voice carrying through the observation deck, humans weren't the strongest predators, we weren't the fastest, we weren't equipped with claws or venom or armor. Do you know how we hunted? We chased, we followed prey for hours, days, sometimes, until they collapsed from exhaustion. We didn't outrun them, we outlasted them, we just kept going. 5 hours. Maintenance drones were attempting to cool the treadmill's motors. The medical officer's instruments showed Jasmine's body in a state of extreme distress, yet still. She ran. Stop the test, the Vrex finally commanded. We cannot measure what cannot be quantified. The treadmill slowed, then stopped. Jasmine stumbled, caught herself on the railings, and stood there gasping, her entire body trembling, but she was still standing. The silence in the assessment chamber was absolute. The Vrex approached Jasmine, its compound eyes studying her with newfound respect. Your score cannot be calculated. You have broken our measurement system. In 5,000 years of assessments, no species has ever exceeded 3 hours on the endurance trial. Jasmine raised her head, meeting the alien's gaze through sweat-stung eyes. How long did I go? 5 hours, 17 minutes, 43 seconds. A weak smile crossed her face. Is that passing? The Vrex's mandibles clicked rapidly. Laughter, Kevin realized. Passing. Human, you have redefined the parameters of possibility. We measured your strength wrong because we measured only the body. We failed to account for whatever force drives you beyond physical limitation. It's called stubbornness, Jasmine said, finally allowing herself to collapse to her knees. Or determination. Or maybe just spite. We humans have a lot of words for it. The Galactic Council's vote was unanimous. Humanity was admitted to the Trade Federation, not in the minimal tier as expected, but in a newly created classification, Persistence Class. As medical teams helped Jasmine from the platform, Kevin met her at the chamber exit. You okay? He asked. She grinned, exhausted but triumphant. I'll live. Besides, someone had to show them what humans are really made of. And what's that? Endurance. And maybe a little bit of crazy. The Vrex examiner overheard and added, we shall update our assessment protocols. Never again will we make the mistake of underestimating human endurance. Your species may be weak in body, but you are formidable in spirit. Jasmine nodded, then looked at Kevin with mischief in her tired eyes. Think they have a place where I can sit down? My legs feel like jelly. Kevin laughed. Come on, champion. Let's get you home. As they left the assessment chamber, the aliens watched in silence, each contemplating the same disturbing thought. What else had they measured wrong about these strange, stubborn humans? END.